It's definitely acquired a taste, but I love it so much and drink it like 2 times a day. I've only coughed up one mayo ball today, but the best part is slurping up the remaining mayo balls with a boba straw. The texture is quite slimy though. Somewhere near the grease cap from a steak. You do know there is a thing called bubble tea, right? Okay, Assassination Classroom. Is that Ave Maria? That is Ave Maria. What the fuck is that doing in an anime? What is this, Hitman? Oh my god, Full Metal Alchemist shared the magazine with a Kamaga kill. I haven't read the manga, but I want to. Was this inspired by Hitman? It always drives me nuts that it's almost impossible to get the tie completely up. There's always a little bit of a gap, and it drives me nuts. Okay, so the world is fucked up. What's new? Alright, Mr. Vegeta, show me who the prisoner is. Okay, they're using fouls. So whatever it is, they want to stop it with a 7.62 round. I'm pretty sure this is the first episode given how many credits they're showing. Assassination Classroom. Episode 0? I figured episode 0 is what you're supposed to watch. It's the lowest digit. Wait, that was playing the entire time? The F? What the fuck?
Was it necessary to cut off the music?
Huh. I wasn't expecting you to speak.
A pleasure to meet you, Tadaomi Karasama.
Yeah.
First Tektite glass, I assume.
Yeah. Thank you for gifting people, Anonymous. Much appreciated. I'm sure they will appreciate the subscription. Thank you. Thank you. Much appreciated. Whew, scared the living shit out of me, by the way. I think there's one more that's gonna come. There it is. Why is there 2 of them? Shouldn't there just be 1? It is what it is. But scared the shit out of me the first time. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Might as well be rice paper for all the good it does, though they did use it on my suggestion. Came up while making small talk with the powers that be. One thing led to another, and well, when in Rome.
I'm really creeped out about one thing. I don't really want to point it out because it's going to ruin things for people, but I'm really worried that that our channel might get banned because of this. Even though it's not what the censor might think it is, but the overall shape and the bulge and the proximity of one to the other is a bit worrying.
Came up while making small talk with the powers that be. One thing led to another, and well, when in Rome. This may come as a shock, but I specifically requested you.
Seems odd, seeing as we've never met. Are you sure you have the right guy?
Karasuma, approach this situation with an open mind. You, in fact, all of us are privileged. We're part of something beyond human comprehension.
I mean, if the guy wanted to get off a shot at whatever this thing is, he wouldn't enter the room with one hand behind his back holding the gun. I mean, that's just signaling, I've got something behind me the entire time. But anyway, what do I know about trying to assassinate someone?
The matter of our vaporized moon that not even the Pentagon could cover up? This creature is responsible.
It was a cinch. Just poof and voila.
For what purpose?
Call it a demonstration. To enable a dialogue, you see. One likes to be sure one's audience is paying attention.
So this is the creature that's been doing all the assassinations for Hillary Clinton. Huh.
The UN's keyed into him, but they, let's just say they have their limits.
That's putting it diplomatically.
He has the ability to fly. His maximum speed is Mach 20. He can survive the vacuum of space. He's powerful. Enough so what he did to the moon took only seconds, if that. And where he comes from, we don't know. He's fluent in every existing language. His manners are impeccable. He has a notable sweet tooth.
And I'm passionate about books.
What the hell could you want from us? You're on a level all your own.
After much thought, I've reached a decision. I intend to destroy planet Earth. It sounds more difficult than it really is. I could do it right away, but where's the fun in that? I prefer to make it a game, so I'm giving you until next March to stop me, roughly 1 calendar year from now.
So either we kill you, or you blow up the Earth like you did the moon?
Precisely. And I agree to neither run nor hide in the meantime. In fact, why don't I spend the year teaching Class 3E at Japan's famed Kunugigaoka Junior High?
You expect us to let children get involved in this?
No one can build you the bridge on which you, and only you, must cross the river of life. There is one path in the world that none can walk but you. Where does it lead? Don't ask. Walk.
That's fascinating, but not an answer.
You turn your nose up at the wisdom of Nietzsche?
Well, I mean... this fucking explains a lot!
Not to defy orders, sir, but to be honest, I'm not really sure what I'm supposed to be doing here.
Our hands are tied, Kurasama. He can't be reined in. We've no choice but to accept his terms.
So the game started already?
Indeed. And since you're clearly a man less persuaded by talk than by the good old-fashioned hands-on approach, let's take care of you right now!
You're giving us a year! What's the significance there?
Well, after taking as many variables as possible into account, that seems the most reasonable time frame for everyone involved.
For you mean?
It's a fair compromise.
Did you twist? You know, I like his approach to the whole situation. He tried to get the jump on him, which obviously failed because he telegraphed from a mile away that he had something behind him. But before he started actually fighting him in hand-to-hand, he asked him a question, which is a psychological trick which breaks the other person's focus, because in order to answer the question, you have to first hear it, think about it, and then respond. That basically, you know, splits your attention. So instead of focusing on what you should be focusing, which is the person with the knife in front of you, you're too busy comprehending the question, which delays you by about 1 to 1.5 seconds, which is why they have the 21-foot rule when it comes to knives and firearms. And then, as soon as he realizes that he can't take him out, he goes for what he likes, which is the sweets. I like this guy. But why is he wearing a suit? It doesn't really help you in hand-to-hand, but whatever. Hey, he's twisting.
Oh dear, you really aren't a fan of Nietzsche.
Hey, are you messing with us?
I meant no disrespect, let me assure you.
What the fuck?
But as you can see, one must think outside the box if they plan on assassinating me. Now then, let us journey to Japan together and mold young minds. Tada Omi Karasama!
Wait a minute. This was a test?
And you passed.
I can't remember the last time someone's gotten into my head like that.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Why does Mr. Octopus Man have one of these posters? Wait a minute. And why is it signed? So that's why he's going to Japan, huh?
I can't remember the last time someone's gotten into my head like that.
And as humans go, I must say, you're not half bad.
I'm happy to say those little rugrats in Class 3E are going to have one hell of a homeroom teacher. And a handsome son of a gun at that.
Bring it back in.
What the fuck was that?
That is how your esteemed Mr. Karasama and I became colleagues.
No offense or anything, Koro-sensei, but that seems a little hard to believe.
Kind of feels like you were just trying to make yourself look cool.
Wait a minute, I know that fucking voice. Fuck, what is that voice? Jesus, I've heard it before.
Oh, I was very different back then, believe me. If provoked, I showed absolutely no mercy.
That's enough. Quit filling their heads with lies. You were already in Japan when we met.
Wait a minute, is that Sasuke? Excuse me. Excuse me, what are you reading?
You were already in Japan when we met.
What the fuck? He's actually reading the Weekly Jump. Oh, that's the one that has... Right. Ah.
Yo, sup?
Octopus.
Uh-huh. See, I knew you were never that cool.
Right?
What is that supposed to mean?
Yo, sup? Octopus? What the fuck?
Okay, try this one on for size. The U.S. military discovered me frozen in a glacier dating back to the Paleozoic era.
Oh, God.
Oh, yes, I almost forgot. It helps the story if you imagine Brad Pitt narrating.
Don't believe a word he says.
That is ridiculous. What? That was the whole episode? That's 10 minutes. That's bullshittery. Ave Maria, such a good song. It will never make it to YouTube. There's no way I convinced the copyright system that I'm playing Hitman. Oh, you binged Yu-Gi-Oh! The Abridged series. That's one of my favorites. Episode 1. Well, I'm supposed to wrap it up in 10 minutes, but I guess I can watch episode 1. Because this was technically 10 minutes, but yeah. There's no thing. Funimation. I hope they didn't censor it. No, wait, 4Kids is the one that actually censors it badly. Funimation isn't too bad. 4Kids is just like fucking horrible. If someone dies in 4Kids, they disappear. It wouldn't be called Death Note, it would be called Disappear Note. Like Pegasus, he never died, he disappeared. His wife never died, she disappeared. Like a pop balloon. Cell never died, he disappeared. Goku never died, he just walked out on his son for a while. He went for a packet of smokes and never came back. Alright, fine. Let's watch episode 1, since, like, you know, technically we were supposed to watch the full thing. It is what it is. In Yu-Gi-Oh! They aren't holding guns, they're just pointing. I know, that's the funniest shit ever. They're just like, freeze! I'm just like, how did I never pick up on that as a kid? But then again, the proof is in the pudding. I was a kid. I mean, you know what I found actually hilarious? They had censored cartoons, right? And they didn't even show the gun episode of Pokemon. But like 30 minutes later, from 7:30 to 8 o'clock, you literally had Dragon Ball Z. And the version they showed was the one that was later released on VHS as the MA15 Plus version. It's the one with blood, gore, and everything. So, you know, you're watching Pokemon where you're not allowed to see a kid be, you know, have a gun. And then, like, 30 minutes later, you're watching Frieza literally torture the shit out of Vegeta for 10 episodes straight. And there's, like, fucking blood everywhere. It's like, okay. I guess 30 minutes later, you've grown mature. It's like, fine. Why not? Oh, look, he's just coughing up his lungs. And dying. And begging. Oh, look, Frieza just murdered his ass. It's just like, cool, why not? I mean, that didn't fuck us up. Like, we didn't go to high school and shoot kids. We just beat each other up because we thought it was cool. They did it in the morning. It makes us stronger. Unlike those kids watching Superman that jumped off the roof. That was just stupid. Alright, episode 1. Because reasons.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
The sounds of a choreographed exercise regimen echoing across the fields on a golden afternoon.
They're using knives, aren't they?
So peaceful, so militant.
Make those knives sing.
No! They're not supposed to be slashing. They're supposed to be stabbing. The slash does fuck all. They did that in a military exercise where they used members of the Green Berets against members of Spetsnaz. And they found out that the people that use slashes are less effective 90% of the time. If you get one stab, it's a kill. You can get 12 slashes and it's not a kill. What are you teaching these kids? Teach them to twist! This isn't episode 1? Yes, it is. Season 1, episode 1. What are you guys on about? Okay. I am being told that this is not episode 1. However, I am looking at the file name. Season 1, episode 1. What the fuck? We stream Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Today is Monday. There is a schedule on the Twitch page that says where we stream. If you're interested in getting regular updates, join the Discord. Scroll down. I always post updates there. I'm always there when I'm not streaming. If this isn't episode 1, then where is episode 1? Because we watched episode 0. This says it's episode 1. Fine, then is this episode 2?
So, I guess it's kind of...
Is this thing in episode 2? Is this woman with a cigarette and a choke collar in episode 2? Is Octopus Man playing soccer? Then what the fuck did I download? Maybe episode 2 of Full Metal Alchemist and find this for next week? See, now you're just trying to negotiate. I'll pay that.
Hey, did I hand you a shrinking potion by accident? I could have sworn that was the gender swapping one.
Don't be hating. She's fun size, that's all. She doesn't even have to get on her knees to blow.
You want to add anything to that conversation?
Nope, I'm good. In fact, I think your new size makes you an even more formidable and stealthy ninja.